you see in the first quarter that convinced you to start him again in the third?
Well, we wanted to use our depth. You know we've got 2 games in basically a day and a half. So we wanted to buy some minutes early, a little bit like we did with Nick in the first 2 games. So some of it was just the math behind it, but I kind of like the idea of having a lob threat out there while Steph was on the floor. Maybe we could, he could run and transition, get a few hoops early. So we knew it wasn't going to be a long-term, long-minute night, but thought maybe we could get a quick burst.
Steve, after game 2, we talked a bit about how that really looked like Warriors basketball as you envisioned it. And tonight, it didn't always. Assists were down, and the ball didn't move as well. How much of that do you attribute to the Pelicans, or did you guys just kind of get that?
Most of it is attributed to the Pelicans. Their defense was great. They were the aggressors. I thought they brought the force, the necessary force to the game on their home floor. And these are the ebbs and flows of a playoff series, especially when you get past the first round. Everybody's really good, and it's a team that just swept Portland in round 1, and on their home floor down 2-0. This is kind of what you expect. So I just applaud them and give them the credit that they deserve, and we got to come back and play better on Sunday.
Even aside from the JaVale minutes, there wasn't a lot of small unit, maybe just the end of the first half. Was there a strategic reason why you kind of went away from that?
We're still getting Steph back and getting his legs back, and as I said, we're mixing and matching, and we're looking at different lineups, but we're trying to find some minutes because we don't want to overload everybody, and but we'll get to that.
Steve, it didn't look like Steph had the same energy or fluidity. Yeah. You think that was fatigue, or?
Game 2 is always the hardest one after you come back from an injury. Game 1 on a return, you got the energy, you got the adrenaline, you're excited. Second game back is always much tougher, and I just thought he didn't look as sharp. With his movement. Obviously he didn't make his shots, 6 for 19, but more than that, it was about just the energy, the legs, but that'll come, and it just takes some time.
Steve, were those corner threes by Ian Clark? Did that kind of bring you back a little bit? And is that kind of the type of game you expect from a guy like that?
I don't expect Ian to get 18 points against us. I love Ian. Ian is one of my favorite guys we've ever had here. But yeah, he played a big role. Solomon Hill hit the 3 threes early. You don't expect that. And then we let Mirotic get free a couple times in the first half on miscommunication. So, you add all that stuff up, and they go 14 for 31 from 3. It's tough to overcome.
What was the problem defensively, though, that they shot 50% overall, 45% three?
Like I said, they brought more force, more intensity to the game than we did, and I thought we made mistakes that we didn't make in the first 2 games, but I also thought they played a lot better. So it's a combination.
Was there a minute restriction on Steph? Looked like maybe about 30. Were you looking at?
I was looking at about 30, 32, but that's not based on any medical experts or science. It's just kind of my eyes and feel for, the key is how long of a stretch he plays at a time. That's why I took him out at the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. He got off to a little bit of a slow start. I thought it might give him a little boost if we could get him out for a couple minutes. So it was a unique rotation for him. He's not used to that, but we needed to do something a little different just to try to keep him fresh.
Steve, the Pelicans have made significant strides in each of these games, playing noticeably better than they did the previous game. Is that kind of what you anticipate from an Alvin Gentry coach team, for them to get better every game?
I anticipate that from any playoff team when you're in the conference semifinals. I mean, you got the best 8 teams in the league. left. And everybody's good, everybody's well coached, everybody's talented. When you get on their home floor, this is kind of what you expect. So no surprise.
21 assists for Rondo tonight. Just how tricky was he kind of trying to corral, letting him shoot three, also kind of control the game?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. He controls the whole game. He's got the ball in his hands, and I thought he was fantastic.
Steve, over here to the left. Just curious, what's the biggest difference in Anthony Davis' game in the playoffs this year as